Hi, everyone. My name is Haley Supaze, and this is our team.
Santiago McMahon.
Leah Ray.
I'm Marcelo Aguirre.
Nyla Nettles.
And we are Zumu. Zumu is a caffeine-free, small-dose energy shot that promotes fullness without bloating. It's powered by ginseng, B vitamins, and plant proteins. It's made for everyone. Whether you're a student athlete or busy professional, Zumu is fuel. No caffeine, no sugar, just energy.
Everyone up here on this stage is a athlete in some capacity, and we've all had the same struggles of waking up early in the morning, going to bed late, having practice, having school, having after-school practice in the afternoons, and the busy days that we have to go through. And all of us have had, caffeine shots, we've had 5-hour energies, and all of these other things that are supposed to help us, but they really don't. We have these headaches, we have the crashes in the mid-afternoon. You have to take more and more caffeine to get the same amount of energy, and this has left us with the problems. How do we find a healthier alternative?
Too many sports drinks that are marketed as a healthier alternative are just inaccessible or just marginally better than their mainstream counterparts. That's where Zumu comes in. It's powered by ginseng, a natural stimulant that doesn't have any of the negative effects of caffeine, such as the harsh crashes or its addictiveness. And it's also powered by B vitamins that have stress-relieving properties and energy-boosting properties. And it's also powered by pea protein, which helps you absorb nutrients and feel full throughout the day. That, with its dairy-free and vegan qualities, makes it accessible by almost anyone on the market.
Like we said, Zumu Energy is for everyone, and our target audience is a diverse spectrum. We aim our product between the ages of 13 and 30 and anybody who leads an active lifestyle.
Zumu's indirect competitors include Red Bull, Bang, and Coke and Energy. It has few direct competitors, as the intersection between caffeine-free energy and protein drinks is an untapped market.
Now, Zumu could be a United States or even global alternative to the current products out there on the market. That being said, there are 26 million people in the United States who fit the demographics and some other requirements we have for our target audience, and 500,000 of those people live in the San Antonio area alone. And we hope that if we really crack down on the market here, by the end of our first 3 years, we should have a profit of $200,000. This is our online presence, and we hope to direct people to our own website through Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, again, has the most people who are in our target audience. Facebook is the largest social media platform in the world, and it's a great way to reach out to people for any business whatsoever. And we hope to sell on our own website and get people to know about the health benefits that Zumu has itself.
To help appeal to our young consumer audience, we tried to keep Zumu at a low price point, but also reasonable for a healthy alternative to a sports drink. That's why we priced it at $4 and $2.50 for wholesale price. As the end of the first year, we do expect to start reaching out to wholesale retailers such as H-E-B and Walmart. And our cost per unit right now is $1.16, since we can buy the ingredients in bulk and distribute them out for fairly cheap. And within the first year, we expect to make 20,000 sales and $60,000 in revenue. And we estimated these numbers based on things such as competitors and return rate and the frequency of purchase of consumers.
We're asking for the full $500 to develop our product. The majority of those funds will, of course, go towards the ingredients within our product: B vitamins because of their energy-boosting properties, C and D vitamins because they are daily needed nutrients and supplements, ginseng because it has energy-boosting properties, and maca and pea protein for the fullness and energy that keeps you going throughout the day. We're also going to add citrus flavoring so that it has an appealing flavor. We also want to use business cards, and then of course we'll need supplies such as bottles and labels for the bottles, and then we'll also need our domain and website for a year, as well as some online advertising and the application for the farmers market where we hope to sell our product. Our prototype will be a 2 to 3 ounce bottle, similar to a 5-hour energy. We're going to make a batch of 100 bottles, sell some to Alamo Heights student athletes and others to people at the Pearl Farmers Market. We'll then collect changes and customer feedback, rework the product, and continue to keep selling. We hope to have a fully functioning product by the beginning of March.
You will all be given a prototype to test right now. And as we said, we are still refining and improving our recipe. So we are getting feedback right now, and as Haley said, we are going to test in Pearls Farmers Markets, also places like outside of spin cycles and like gyms and things like that to get feedback. And as Haley said, we hope to have our product done by the beginning of March and start testing as soon as possible.
Does this have the ginseng in it?
Yes. So what you have here is a very watered
I'll get a
down
cup for you.
concoction. It's got saran wrap on it because I didn't want it to spill, but
Hmm?
it has the tea, some of the B vitamins, the flavoring, and
I'm the
then
test
also
man.
some agave syrup for some sweetness. So that's a very rough representation of what we're really trying to do here. I made it in my kitchen. I wore gloves. It's very clean.
Do you have any?
This is the perfect amount.
So you'll see the little drawing of a bottle on the jar. That's really the ideal of what we'd like to have our product in. It would be about the size of a 5-hour energy.
So, but from the,
In terms of how much product?
yeah, well, and just, the appropriate dose.
Right. Well, most of these vitamins are available in pretty concentrated amounts, so we don't think that will necessarily be the issue. And then we'd like to microbrew the tea. So, we do have to work out some of the logistics of like packaging everything correctly, but that's what we're working on as we speak.
So as I look at this right here, it says it's got tea and agave in it. I didn't hear that in your presentation or see that here, the tea or agave being in there.
Ginseng is the tea. The agave
Okay,
is something
got it.
that we would hope to replace with the flavoring. Unfortunately, that's not readily available. When I went and bought them at Whole Foods last night,
Got it, okay.
this was a substitute.
The agave will give it a sweetness to it.
That's right. Thank you so much for your time. We're excited about our product, and we're looking forward to presenting again in the spring. Once again, we're Zumu, no caffeine, no sugar, just energy.
Does Zumu mean something?
So originally our name was Zoom, but unfortunately that was already trademarked. So we wanted something that sounded very similar, but wasn't trademarked. So we put Zoom into Google Translate actually. And Zumu was one of the suggestions that popped up.
Are there any regulatory FDA-ish issues that you have to be concerned about?
I can actually answer this very well. The FDA, they classify most energy drinks as dietary supplements since they are not actual meals and not meal replacers. And because of the health benefits of our product, it can actually be submitted to the FDA for review, and then it can be released to market. It does not have to be approved or disapproved, and you have to wait until the results of the review are put out. So once you submit it, that's as soon as you can take it to market.
Your idea is to go to Walmart and H-E-B and so forth.
Yes, to have.
Not necessarily online.
No, not necessarily online. We do want to have an online presence because some people don't like large corporations, and that would fit, the health conscious, people that are in our demographic. But of course, to be in larger grocery stores does allow more sales.
My suggestion also is the agave is essential for a little sweetness, and also, I don't know if that'll add to the, I'm in the wine business, so I'm thinking about the nose, the smell. That's just as important as once it's in your mouth. So you're going to have to deal with that also.
Right. We'll definitely keep that in mind.
So do like energy waters, like the vitamin water and that kind of stuff, can they not also make this claim? No caffeine, no sugar, just energy. I'm just trying to really figure out, is this really a differentiated space you're getting into?
And we would say yes, because most vitamin waters do have a lot of added sugars. Another thing that really makes us unique is that most energy drinks don't have protein, and most protein drinks don't necessarily offer energy. And that's really what makes ours different, in addition to the fact that it's natural and caffeine-free and sugar-free.
Can you go back to your financials for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and actually, that the next one, yeah, your margin. Well, yeah, one back. There you go. Okay. So your wholesale to retail, I think you're assuming a sort of typical retail model where you as the manufacturer are selling it to a retailer who's then going to sell to the consumer. My guess, and Mr. Dreeben, I would, given your, it's hard for me to imagine that there's not a distributor involved in something like this ultimately.
Yeah, it's difficult because you're dealing with people that have established shelf space and they're not going to relinquish it. And if you're there and you're not stocking it on a regular basis, backed up by a lot of muscle, they're going to bury you. It's tough. Mm-hmm. But it's offset by somebody like Walmart. They have schematics and you're given X amount of space. So it could work.
Mm-hmm. And that would definitely be something we would think about later. Another thing we wanted to do as well was possibly look at smaller chains first, like natural grocers. So that's another option for us.
But even there, they've got stores, all over the country. It's just a matter of, being able to properly manage the shelf space.
Yeah, it's people like Walmart do, Kroger, et cetera. Also possibly Whole Foods.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I mean, that's probably more your target, and they have to give you a stipulated, and you'll have to do demos, and that is expensive. But that's what that's got to be part of the plan.
Yeah, I think what you're hearing, and you all correct me if I'm wrong, but to actually jump directly to a wholesale to retail model, I think is going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to have to start with direct sales somehow. And the big thing here is you'd have to build a brand. And
You have to what?
you have to build a brand. And building a brand is very expensive. And you're up against while you've differentiated yourself, you're up against a really big market with companies that have a lot of money to put behind marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And that have a lot of money that will pay for shelf space.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you need to kind of rethink your initial distribution.
And we're certainly open to doing that. I think we do plan on selling directly to the buyer for a while now, but we're also open to relooking at retail and that kind of thing.
Do one of the ways to go, like a Whole Foods, you say, I will give you a 6-month exclusivity and sell it to nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Seed
that,
the market.
pardon me?
To seed the market.
Right. I mean, in other words, they get the benefit of the first 6 months, the first to market. We'll back you up with demos, et cetera, et cetera. And once it's off, then everybody's going to want it.
Yeah, it's
side-by-side testing with people who have actually taken a regular versus this to see if it's really, you're getting the same effect.
Well, they're too embryonic, I think. It's too new.
On ourselves, yes, actually. I am a daily coffee drinker, and for the past week or so, I've been trying this instead. And I would say that I feel roughly the same, if not better, because I don't notice myself having a bad headache if I don't drink it or dipping off in the middle of the day. So we have tested on ourselves. Thank you.